afternoon.
All right, man, and happy to the best of us. Good afternoon, everyone. Once again, before I cut off, go ahead and say your name, young lady. I apologize.
My name is Karen, and I'm one of your recovery coaches. Welcome to our all recovery meeting.
Hey, my name Mike. I'm one of your recovery coaches. Good afternoon, good evening, good all that morning, and yeah, we here for all. We've been here all day, man. We've been here in the evening show too. We're gonna be doing meetings on. We're gonna do
Live meeting, virtual,
at night. Yeah.
Craig Dingle on the scene. All right.
All right. Good. Thank y'all for tuning in. Well, an announcement you got down there, bro. What you got over there? Oh, they over here.
Row Discovery on Wheels will be out next Wednesday in Millville at the mini park across from City Liquor.
All right.
Row is also going to be out on Tuesday at the State Police
Barrett.
in Port North.
Yep.
So come out those days. We also have our suicide prevention walk on October 23rd, which is a Saturday. If you would like to register, please reach out to us so we can provide that information to you. And it's going to be at the CC Tech environment.
Yes. And we start out 8:30, I think. 8:30 registration. Then we start out walking
At 9.
at 9:30.
Yep.
All right. Okay, today we're going to go over a few different things, recovery skills and tools of recovery. Coping skills, this came from sscouncil.org website. It talks about, it's like good information on there. And if you would like the handout, I will put it in the comment section or add it to the description. You can check it out later. So this is talking about recovery skills and tools of recovery. Which is very good stuff because a lot of times when people go back to the life they used to live after getting a period of sobriety, they neglect to load up their toolbox for the recovery process or the journey, I call it. Or if you load up with your recovery skills or your tools of recovery, you'll be able to go in that toolbox and pull out what you need at any given moment. All right, so let's check out the first one. So recovery skills and tools of recovery. The first rule of recovery is you don't recover from an addiction by stopping using. You recover by creating a new life where it is easier to not use. I remember this particular quote from First Step when I used to teach a particular group, and someone asked me, well, what does that look like? And it says, if you want to create a new life where it's easier for you not to lose, and what that simply means is, if your recovery support network, no one's in your recovery support network uses anything, any type of substance or anything, right? It's easier for you not to use because no one around you is actually using. So it's easier for you not to use in that environment because if you did pull out something to use, they would basically be like, man, what you doing? you bugging, man. Yeah, you gotta be losing your mind or something, man. So you gotta understand and make it easier not to use. That's how you prepare that. If you don't create a new life, then all the factors that brought you to your addiction will eventually catch up with you again. You don't have to change everything in your life, but there are a few things and behaviors that have been getting you in trouble, and they will come to get you in trouble until you let them go. The more you try to hold on to your old life in recovery, the less well you will do. That's so true. You gotta let it go, man. Go ahead, Uncle B.
Avoid high-risk situations.
Yeah.
Avoid high-risk situations. Some common high-risk situations are described by the acronym HALT. which stands for hungry, angry, lonely, and tired. How do you feel at the end of the day? You're probably hungry because you haven't eaten well. You're probably angry because you've had a tough day at work or a tough commute home. You may feel lonely because you're isolated. You don't have to be physically alone to feel lonely.
Ooh.
And you're tired. That's why your strongest cravings usually occur at the end of the day. Here's another way of looking at high-risk situations. People who you use with or who are related to your use, people who you have conflicts with and who make you want to use, people who you celebrate with by using, people who encourage you to use either directly or indirectly. Places where you use or where you get your drugs or alcohol, and things that remind you of your using.
Mm-hmm.
People, places, and things. I like that.
People, places, and things. That thing is legendary.
Yes. And so it says, how can you avoid high-risk situations? Of course, you can't always avoid these situations. But if you're aware of them, they won't catch you off guard, and you can prevent little craving from turning into major urges.
High risk situations, you have to point your high risk situations out, because if you catch them, if you are aware of your high risk situations, then it'll never catch you off guard. But you got to be honest about a high risk situation. I was writing about one guy, and he says his friends, he like to hang out with his friends, but his friends are currently using. I'm like, that's a high risk situation. No matter, it's an unhealthy relationship and it's a high risk situation, because if you do that long enough, you will actually end up using if you do that long enough. Who that, Juan?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Juan?
He says it's a great day to be clean.
Yes, it is, man. It's a great day, Juan, man. We like to shout you out, man. That's a great day, brother.
Big up, Juan.
Good deal, man. Good deal, man.
We gotta add him on for joining. You know how we do that?
What?
And RDP.
Oh, we got
Yeah.
we got it.
And so we keep count, Juan, of your participation.
Yeah,
man.
we count that.
And we're glad that you could join us, man. And keep coming.
Yeah.
And invite somebody. Also,
Share it,
like,
subscribe.
there you go. All right, we're gonna continue on.
Go ahead.
All right, it says take better care of yourself. Eat a healthy lunch so you're not as hungry at the end of the day. Join a 12-step group so that you don't feel isolated. Learn how to relax so that you can let go of your anger and resentments. Develop better sleep habits so that you're less tired at night or when you wake up.
That's good, man. You gotta develop your sleep habit. I got up early 2 days in a row, but I went to sleep early, so usually it doesn't bother me. If I go to sleep real early, I'm not mad. I usually get up earlier than I normally would.
I like the one where it says, learn how to relax so that you can let go of your anger and resentments.
Wow.
You know, because a lot of times, if you don't get enough relaxation, some time out, self-care for yourself, somebody could just say something and you may respond in a way that you normally wouldn't respond. So that's very important.
Learning how to relax is good, period, because I was just telling you, actually, I said me and my wife want to take a sabbatical for 8 weeks, 8 weekends in a row. And what I mean by taking a sabbatical or taking a rest is we don't have to take off from work, but every Friday for 8 weeks after work, we're going to do something to relax, regroup, recoup, all that, you know what I mean, for 8 weeks straight. Yeah. You know what I mean? We go for 8 weekends in a row, learn to relax so you can regroup and come back stronger.
Wow, man. 5 P's, proper preparation
prevents poor performance.
That's good, man. You good stuff. Y'all planning ahead, those who plan, or those who don't plan, plan the fair.
And it's funny because when I texted and told her we was doing it, it was no fear. She said, okay.
Wow.
she didn't say why I don't need it, or
Yeah,
she just said
she's on board.
on board. Learn to relax. I got that because you talked about learn how to relax so that you can let go of your anger and resentment. If you have any resentment at individual people, when you relax, you're able to let that go. How you doing, Mr. Kevin?
Kevin,
Good day, man.
good to see you, man.
Develop better strategies, sleep habits so that you are less tired, so that you don't be all wore out.
That's right.
You come in here dragging, we got to open the door for Craig when he's dragging on Monday morning. We give him about 2 hours to prime him. We got to prime this guy,
And they
man.
say it's all right to get old, just don't get rusty. So, I might come in here a little rusty at times, but
Prime him up. We give him a good 2 hours. And he get back in the swing of things, Miss Dorf at FaceTime. Hey, listen, make a list of your high risk. You read that?
No.
Make a list of your high risk situations. Addiction is sneaky. Sometimes you won't see your high risk situation until you're right in the middle of one. That's why it's important that you learn to look for them. Make a list of your high risk situation and keep it with you. Go over the list with someone in recovery so that you can spot any situation that you might have missed. Make a list and keep it with you. Someday that list may save your life. High risk situations, we want to try to avoid those. And it says to make a list. It says to write them down, but now with technology, you can make a list in your cell phone. I have actually a list of things in my cell phone that when I just jot them down, I'll resort back to them later on. You can do the same thing. Make a list of high risk situations, and I always tell people, get out of there. If you find yourself in a high risk situation, deviate that situation. I'm out of here. I'm changing my itinerary.
That's right. And like the article said, bounce some ideas off of someone that you respect and those who can encourage you to keep on the right track or straight and narrow. Because a lot of times we may feel that we got it all figured out. And if we don't bounce it off someone, we could be misleading. I like what Kevin said.
What did he say?
He said, if you get the rest you need, you don't have to say you're sorry for something you said.
Ooh, well, that goes back to having that anger and resentment. Yeah, that's true, Kevin, because when you're angry or be resentful, that's because you ain't getting enough rest. Something happened to you and you just fire right off.
Yeah. Right.
Man, you caught me at the bad time, man. I done use my one repent for this day on you first thing in the morning. Boom. But that's true, Tony.
That is so true.
Yeah, you gotta get rest. When you get rest, you're better able to understand. Let's move down here. Where we at? Learn to relax.
Here we go again.
There's some more relaxation.
That's great.
There are only a few reasons why people use drugs and alcohol. They use to escape, relax, and reward themselves. In other words, people use drugs and alcohol to relieve tension. The first rule of recovery is that you must change your life. Why do you need to change? If you understood the previous paragraph, then you need to change the way you relieve tension. Wow. The way you relieve tension. One of the things that I came up with to relieve tension is going downstairs in my gym and working out. Or walk on a treadmill 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Then I hit the weights. I relieve tension that way. Everyone needs to escape, relax, and reward themselves. Those are essential coping skills for a happy life. But persons struggling with a substance use disorder do not know how to do those things without using. That's why you got to learn new coping skills. You can't just go back to using the substance or the alcohol that you used to do. New coping skills must be learned. That's why we're talking about recovery skills and tools of recovery. They are simply in one word, 2 words, coping skills.
Pick up some new hobbies.
New hobbies,
Now, if
man.
you can't play football or basketball like you used to, that's okay. That's all right. Learn how to play golf.
Yeah,
Or like my man right here. Go fishing.
Go fishing, man. Yeah, that's the thing. That's one of my sabbatical. I'm going fishing all weekend. All right, go ahead.
For a week.
I know.
I know relaxation will help. I have treated thousands of patients, many of them who have told me that relaxation has changed their life. There's only one reason why people don't relax, because they think they're too busy to relax.
Whoa.
Mm.
Too busy. You too busy to relax. When you too busy to relax, that means you're giving all of yourself to someone and you have very poor self-care
Or something.
or something. You can't be too busy to relax. One of my spiritual mentors, I gave him, he told me to print out my October's calendar. I said, okay, I printed out my calendar. He said, I need you to write all the stuff you got to do in October. I said, all right. I filled out all the spots in October, and I gave him the calendar. And he says, you think filling out the calendar makes you effective? I said, wow. I was thinking he wanted to see how much stuff I had to do in my life. He says, that does not make you effective. That just makes you busy.
Mm-hmm.
He says, don't be so busy. Focus on being effective. So you can do less things and still be effective. If you're too busy to relax, you need to start deviating or taking some stuff off your calendar.
Mm-hmm. All
All right, let's move.
Relaxation is not an optional part of recovery.
It's not?
It's essential to recovery.
Wow.
It's not an optional part of recovery. It's essential to recovery.
So that means you need it.
Very important.
Essential workers.
Yeah.
I just learned that word this year.
Okay.
Anyway,
All right.
I'm gonna use it again. Essential workers. So essential means
Yeah.
you need it.
It's vital to your recovery.
It's vital.
There are many ways to relax. They range from simple techniques like going for a walk to more structured techniques like meditation. Meditation is an important part of that mix because, all right, the simple techniques don't always work. If you're under a lot of stress, you may need something more reliable like meditation.
Okay.
Use any of these techniques or any combination, but do something every day, not sometime,
Every day.
every day to relax, escape, reward yourself, and turn off the chatter in your mind.
Every day.
All that chit chatter, a lot of times we can consume ourselves or become over-consumed in a lot of television.
Yes.
That's not constructive. So if you find yourself watching shows that can clog up your mind with a lot of stuff that's not constructive,
A lot of chatter.
turn it off. Take some time. Go for a walk, like the article said. Mike said, he go downstairs and exercise.
Yeah.
I suggest go fishing, like my man, right?
Go walk.
What Karen talking about? What's up, Karen?
What do you got up
What
there?
he says?
There's a saying that I got from the program as I go through the day when adjudicts or
Doubtful.
doubtful, I come to a halt.
I have to find out.
I have to find out what is going on with me.
He had to pause. He paused.
What you saying?
Huh?
Pull over, what?
Pause and pause.
Come on,
Pull
man.
over, pause and pause.
You know what I'm saying, man? You got a tongue twister this morning.
That was
Yeah.
good.
That's good,
I-
I like Ken because he's like participate.
Yeah, he's very good. Relax, escape, and reward yourself. It's okay to relax. It's okay to escape some of the situations that you find yourself in. And it's always okay to reward yourself. Treat yourself, man. You worked 2 weeks, you worked a lot of hours. And when you get paid, go treat yourself. Go out there. If you don't and not in a relationship, take yourself out of there.
Encourage yourself.
All right, let's do coping skills, no?
Why not?
All right. You want me or no? I got it. 2, if you want to.
2 important coping skills for recovery are the ability to relax and manage stress, and the ability to change negative thinking. Stress management and meditation are now being used regularly in medicine. The evidence is overwhelming that they are effective in treating anxiety, depression, and substance use disorder.
Wow.
When you're tense, you tend to do what's familiar and wrong instead of what's new and right. When you're tense, you're not open to change.
At all. You locked in. Once you tensed up like that, you locked in. You basically become your own counselor. You basically become your own counselor.
And so this article not only deals with substance use disorder, but it touches on mental health.
Cool.
It talks about anxiety and depression. And so that is sometimes they are correlated with substance abuse, mental health, what they call co-occurring. And so
A lot.
it's cognitive behavior is very important as well.
CBT is important because negative thinking is a major cause of anxiety and depression, which often underline addiction. Yeah, when you have negative thought patterns, CBT is one of the things I like to talk about or discuss. When you have a negative thought pattern, dealing with CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, to try to get the individual to have a positive outlook on life. I tell some individuals that might feel like one particular race is more dominant, or I can't succeed in life because of this particular race is in charge of me, or like that. That's bad thinking. You can succeed in life. Only person that can stop you is you. Like nobody can stop you from succeeding in life. So I try to tell people to change their negative thinking to I can do it. Change your mindset. Like nobody can stop me but me. Now you can stop yourself because you're not the best version of yourself, but the negative part, the cognitive behavioral therapy deals with the person's negative thinking. So you got to change the negative thinking. That's a coping skill.
Right. You change negative thinking by incorporating positive reinforcement.
Nice.
See how I slid that in there?
That's pretty good.
I ain't the best of
I give you one out of the month, but he pulled them out. But that is a good. You got to change negative thoughts with positive reinforcement. Something positive. Don't just lock on that negative thought. You need to fill it with some positive information. Let's go to Be Honest.
Be honest. All right. An addiction requires lying. What? Let me read that again. First, it started off and said, be honest. Then it says, an addiction requires lying. All right, let's read. Let's go and find out what exactly he's talking about. You have to lie about getting your drug, using it, hiding its consequences, and planning your next relapse.
Wow.
An addiction is full of lying. Ain't lying. They tell the truth about that.
Ain't
Definitely being honest. By the time you develop an addiction, lying comes easily to you. After a while, you get so good at lying that you end up lying to yourself.
I ain't sick. I don't got no problem.
Fooling yourself, faking yourself out.
Ain't nothing wrong with me. Man, you punching holes in your belt. Something's definitely wrong.
That's why people with substance use disorder don't know who they are or what they believe in.
Wow.
What Mike said. The only one who can stop my dreams is
Me.
The only one. The other problem with lying is that you can't like yourself when you lie. You can't look yourself in the mirror. Lying traps you in your addiction. The more you lie, the less you like yourself, which makes you want to escape, which leads to more using and more lying.
More using.
So be honest with yourself. Not only with yourself, but you have to be honest with yourself
First.
but also be honest with those who are in your household, your workplace, those who you go to individual counseling, or
Your whole recovery support network.
that's right.
Recovery and social support network.
That's right. Because each one was said, to thyself be true.
Yeah, you got to be true to yourself first.
That's right. That's right.
Let's see. Nothing changes, but you read that? Nothing changes if nothing changes. Ask yourself this: will more lying, more isolation, and more of the same make you feel better? The expression in AA is nothing changes if nothing changes. If you don't change your life, then why would this time be any different? You need to create a new life where it's easier. Easier, I said, not to lose. All right, let's see. because next week we're going to do 10 coping skills for addiction recovery. Let's look at down the bottom here. The chance to change your life. Let's go down. Let me drop down. Oh, I got that in there. Your addiction has given you the opportunity to change your life. Changing your life is what makes recovery both difficult and rewarding. Recovery is difficult because you have to change your life, and all change is difficult. Even good change, all change is difficult. Recovery is rewarding because you get the chance to change your life. Most people sleepwalk through life. They don't think about who they are or what they want to be. And then one day they wake up and wonder why they aren't happy. Yeah, all right.
So
yeah.
I can testify to that. Me doing my state of addiction, it was a long process. And then, like the article said, I woke up one day and I said, what in the world I was thinking of?
What did I do?
What did I do to myself? However, change is possible.
It's difficult,
It's difficult.
but it's possible.
Don't take the easy road out. Don't let nobody fool you that you can't make a difference and that you can't change. We are recovery coaches here at Capital Recovery Center. Please contact us and we can assist you along the way.
Kevin says admitting that you have a problem, that's your first step.
Woo! You talking that talk, Kevin.
Man, you know your stuff there, man. Sign him up.
Sign him
They
up.
looking for jobs. Then they say they hiring Southwest Council.
Southwest Council looking for coaches.
Come on, man. Hey, man, we thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be here again Tuesday at 10 a.m.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After the holiday. No, I mean, you're all right.
That's wrong.
No, it's only me.
You got it, bro.
You guys got coffee and conversation.
That's true.
See you guys Tuesday.
All right. I'm there sitting thinking with him because his brain is a little behind, but that's all right. You can catch up around 2. Give him another half. Call back on.
Hey, that Rose, bro. Wearing them out. I'm telling you.